we're still going to be down here. Yeah. That does look a little weird, doesn't it? Anyway. Friends, it's Drew from Not Ideal Gaming. Welcome back to PowerWash Simulator. We got a kitty screaming in the background already. I was having a little trouble with my light and the color temperature. I don't know if it looks a little bit more white than normal on this side. Maybe I'm just losing it, but I'll have to look at that later. Anyway, so we played Transistor yesterday, and I didn't know that it was just going to be like a 3-hour game. So we played for 3.5 hours. We beat it yesterday. And I was like, what am I going to play? I threw up a poll on Twitter, and I was between PowerWash Simulator, Hades, and Returnal. And I was like, I think with the Midgar pack coming out next week, I'm going to be jumping back into PowerWash Simulator anyway, so why not just do this today and maybe a little bit next week? Maybe that'll be the cap. Who knows? But we have Bride with the sub. Thank you so much, Bride. Appreciate you. But we got my kitty freaking out over there. You're here on time. And Muncher has arrived as well. Thank you both so much for being here. You'll have to let me know if my light looks a little bit different. I don't know if like the color temperature was a little bit weird. Sometimes it resets itself when I plug it in. Anyway, let's go back. Let's go clean this Ferris wheel. Allow me to introduce Transmaster, the world's first techno Ferris wheel. We're going to be powering it with our epic 10,000 watt generator that we had in the garage from the old rave days, and we'll sync it up to change tempo with every banging tune. I look pink. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the light. I'll have to mess with it later. I was running a little bit late, so I didn't have time to properly deal with it. But as long as I don't look super pale, I mean I am a super pale person, but I also did just get out of the shower, so I might be a little bit flushed from the temperature still. Anyway, it's going to be mega. When the break beats kick in, it'll go absolutely bananas. Got the old generator hooked up currently, so feel free to turn it on if you need a bit of rotation action. We'll hook up the rave generator once you're done. Bring it. Pink is so my color. Still handsome. Thank you, Bride. Thank you, Muncher. Appreciate you. Appreciate both of you. Let's see if I remember how to even play this game right now. I've been playing so many different games with so many different controls. Oh, it's on. And it's so dirty. Now, I'm pretty sure the trophy for this one is ride the Ferris wheel with a gnome. So I need to find a gnome. Oh yeah, this thing is so loud. When I cleaned the washroom with it, it was just so loud. Clean those little washrooms. Oh, look how nice it looks from the last time. Okay, little gnomes. Wo ist? This is a nice little amusement park. Gnome, hello? I see the soccer ball. Or football if you're from across the pond. But here in America we call it soccer. Okay, is it already in one of the things, you think? I think it might already be in one of the things. And we're off! Mate, I'm really sorry. Trying to sort out some heavy motivational tunes for you. Let's kind of get some of this stuff. We want to make sure we don't miss it in case it's already in one of them. We'll do some preemptive washing, as they say. A lot of graffiti in there already. We'll do some work on the back ends here. I really hope it is in there already. Because otherwise that's going to stink. Hello? Ah. Usually just like Roblox, but there's one good game where all you do is survive. I've actually never played Roblox, but I think it's basically just people making their own games with the platform, right? I always thought it was like a Minecraft kind of deal. Uh-oh. A lot of trolls in it. Yeah, that checks out. Well, I heard it's a lot of younger people as well, right? And by younger, I mean like younger. Is it really not in there? It stinks. So you made a private server, that's a good idea. That is a good call. Man, alright, we need to find the gnome. We gotta find the gnome. Oh, this generator is very dirty. A lot of younger kids, that's what I've heard. The 8-year-old nephew plays it? Well, I mean, there are plenty of games that are geared towards kids that are still, like, really entertaining for adults as well, too, though. And if it's a make-your-own game kind of deal, then you can kind of make your own experience with it, right? Yeah. You think it's fun? I'll have to try it out sometime. Now, is that mainly PC though, or is it only PC, or is there a console version? This generator is outrageously dirty. Oh, okay. Noted. Xbox Mobile and PC. So, the only one I would... Yeah. Then the only one I would be able to play would be the mobile one. And I guess I could play on my mobile. On my mobile? I've been playing too much of this game. It's like I'm English already. On my mobile. Use your PS4 controller with Bluetooth. That's a good call. Yeah, my PS4, ever since I got my PS5, my PS4, controller is just kind of sitting there doing nothing. Just sitting there doing nothing, gathering dust behind my TV. Now, are these berries going to be listed as separate, you think? Ah! I've missed playing this game. Your dog wants to cuddle? Well, that's adorable. My cat was screaming at the beginning of this. Yeah, and so, speaking of that light, I do have another light that changes color temperature. I might just be losing my mind, and this one might, like, not be able to change color temperature. Should get something a little bit more professional. Especially since I'm getting close to my first Twitch payout, which is super exciting. Let's just put on the auto for now. I'm very excited about my first Twitch payout. The first thing you heard was meow. Yeah. She knows when Dad is about to start streaming. She's been so needy recently, but I love it. I brought her on camera last night when I finished Transistor. We'll see if she comes back out. She went into the room. RAP headphone users. Yeah, so I have a little snowball that's sitting like right here, right in front of me, but you know, I try to put a bunch of stuff like on the back there, but sound just bounces around my apartment because this is a pretty big room. So it's really easy to hear Layla. And much like her dad, she's got a very powerful voice. She likes to make her presence known. Are these gonna be separate, you think? The post? Yeah. Is that all rusty? Yeah. Let's kind of clean the posts off real quick. There we go. Yeah, I don't want to spend forever trying to find this gnome, but... There we go. But I'm pretty sure that's what the trophy is for this level, is ride around the, it's ride around the Ferris wheel with the gnome. So maybe if we ride around, maybe we'll be able to see it. And I like that there's no fall damage in this game either. Oh, this is actually pretty good for like cleaning this stuff. While we're up here, right? Whoop. Careful. Careful. They're still hot. Oh, look at the lights. Okay, gnome, buddy. Geronimo. Let's get up here. Maybe it's up here for some reason. Hello? Oh, still going up. Oh. Glad there's no fall damage. For real. But you know, then they would have to like put in a health system in this game. And you know, with how relaxing this game is, like, it seems like it would be kind of counterintuitive. I love how powerful this thing is. Like, from all the way over here, I can clean the inside of those. Oh man, that was giving me a little vertigo, like, looking at the... Yoop. Well, where the Jiminy is the gnome. And also, just to double check, ride around the Ferris wheel with the gnome. Yeah. Is it like hidden somewhere? They put it on top of a building? Is it on top of the twirly? I forget what it's called. Man, this thing took forever to clean. But I do like how they have these the things that you've already cleaned. There you are. I do. Yeah, I post every single one of my playthroughs on my YouTube. Because Twitch doesn't save them forever, which is kind of a nightmare. So I started a YouTube. They're not like edited or anything. They're not like professionally edited or anything like that. So, hydrate, I will. That's a good call. Let me drop this off, and while I'm riding around. There we go. Yeah. Unedited, but I think I even say like in one of the videos or in the description or something like that I kind of wanted to do it like warts and all, really. Thank you, Brad. But like, you know, just kind of show, because I'm, you know, by no means an absolute like professional or anything like that, and I think if anybody is interested in potentially like getting into streaming or anything like that, they can kind of see all the way from my first couple of streams to kind of how I am now. Not that I'm, you know, amazing now or anything, but I'm definitely much better. You can see like, I think I can definitely tell a difference in how, you know, how I've improved, how comfortable I am on camera now. Because you can see that, you know, I was a little nervous the first few streams and stuff like that. So I think that's cool. Best buds! Yay! Cool. Okay, well now I can move them. Best buds. Here, can I put you like over here or something? No? Boo. Boo, I say! Alright, well, let's clean the walkway here. Oh, yes! Yeah, I had to do the washroom twice because I accidentally messed up the... You know, we were talking about hot dogs the other day on stream. I think maybe during one of my Returnal streams, maybe. And I was at the grocery store the other day. And I did not get myself hot dogs. I should have. I regret it. I do regret it. But you know, if I had hot dogs, I would just eat hot dogs at my apartment all the time. And, you know, when you don't have something all the time, it's more of a treat. You had a hot dog for dinner? Bride, we are the same person. Chili dog, hey, that counts. Chili dog totally counts. Is this separate? Yeah. Yeah, so the reason why I always talk myself out of getting hot dogs and keeping them at my place is that way, like I said, they're a little bit more of a treat when I actually do have them. Which is nice. Makes it a little bit more special. I know it's weird for like a hot dog to seem special. There we go. Ooh. That's exciting. I bet their chili is wonderful, too. I need to start making my own chili. I know we're already in February, but I should make a... Got an absolute perler of a track from Asterix Winks that I can't wait to hit you with. We gotta hit Bree up with the nightclub washroom guy. You're gonna float away into the cosmos when you hear this. Just a sec. Are we gonna hear music? Float away into the cosmos. Oh, I don't speak French. Ooh. Enough to know that that's French. I actually took French. I went to a private elementary school. Yeah. I went to a private elementary school and they taught French. Yeah, I can recognize, you know, when something is French. I just don't know what it means. Ah. Good to know. Getting a little language lesson in the stream. You always learn so much in my streams. Hopefully they can be informative for people while we're power washing a Ferris wheel. Other than me just talking food the whole time. So, gotcha. I do know that the... Is it an S set? Is that what it's called? The C with the squiggly? Favorite brand of hot dog? Ooh. You know... Sadia? Gotcha. Yeah, you know, Bride, I'm really not picky when it comes to hot dogs. I think you gotta have a good bun, for sure. Gotta have a good potato bun. But when it comes to, I know a lot of people say ballpark franks. But I think also you have to cook them properly. But it's also all about the toppings, right? The big kosher ones. Potato bun, for sure. Can't go better than Martin's potato roll, for sure. Hebrew National's good, for sure. But yeah, I think you can't, especially for a hot dog, you can't beat a Martin's potato roll. I like potato rolls with a tuna sandwich as well. For sure. Really? Bride, it's not even scary anymore. Now it's just, we just know that we are the same person. Now we just know for a fact. That's so funny. We would be the same person. If you weren't allergic to peanut butter, then we would absolutely be the same person. They're so good. They're so good. Gotta get that little bit of sweetness in there with them. And I think that's why I like eating really, like, savory things. You eat it anyway. But I like really savory things on those potato rolls because that way you get the savory and the sweet. Which is always thoroughly enjoyable. That's gotta be close, right? Let's do this side of these now. Let's throw on this long extension. We're like accidentally getting a bunch of this stuff. This way we can get a whole ton. Oh, it's so good. All this potato roll talk, I might have to make myself a PB&J after the stream. On a hamburger bun. Yeah, I was feeling very lazy for eating, and I had a really good day at work, so I rewarded myself with food, as I do. I really need to stop doing that. Oh, nice. You want bacon now? Well, I kept talking about savory stuff, so bacon, you know, ticks that box, for sure. Ticks that box for sure. I actually haven't had bacon in a while. First of all, I don't eat breakfast. But also, I just kind of... That's another one of those things, too, where I just kind of... The fact that I don't have it a lot... This 80... Yeah, that's what I heard! A couple of my East Coast friends were talking about how warm it was. Oh, I woke up this morning and it was -5 degrees. Grilled cheese with onion and tuna sandwich. Ooh, that sounds good. That sounds really good. It's like one of those things where you hear about, like, two things that people really like, separate, but when you put them together, they're gross. I always tell people, I'm like, you know, I really like cereal and I like mayonnaise, but I wouldn't want to mix them. Look at this just take off that graffiti like it's nothing. PB&J and tuna and onion? Now that's a little much. That's a little much. That is a little much. Let's hit it with the green. Give it a nice wide sweep. You know what it's gonna be? It's gonna be like the top little notches. On the sides, obviously. Ooh, can I get up here? Bacon in your grilled cheese? Oh yeah. Well, caramelized onions. Gotta caramelize those onions. Animals that lay eggs don't have belly buttons. Well, that makes sense. That does make sense. Oop, oop, whoop. Oh, come. Am I gonna be able to jump up here? Yep. Yep. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Come on. Yep. Oh. Oh, man. See, that makes sense, though, considering they're bovines. There we go. I wonder if I can do, like, a run and jump situation for this sign. Can I do the old run and jump? Sure can. What up? What up? There we go. The sign has got to start to be getting close here. People believing that they're cows. Well, I mean, I've heard weirder things. And you know, the human brain is quite the thing. Sign cleaned. So we did it. Nice. What were we working on over here? Oh, yeah. We're working on getting this side, I believe. I have not. I know we were talking horror novels the other day. Sounds like a horror novel. We're only at 39%. It's pretty wild. %, let's go. No, nope, not looking good for the music, mate. Aw. Free. Not as bad as Womb. Definitely a horror novel. Well, it sounds pretty gnarly, just based off of the title. Let's give the top the old once over. We'll, come on now. We gotta clean this thing off, too. This is the control panel. Yeah, I've been working on this one book for so long, but I just keep downloading these amazing games that I want to play. So the books that I have are going by the wayside. But I need to get back in. That one I actually knew, Muncher. That one I actually knew. Honestly, Bride, if you say that it's good, I'll take your word for it, and I'll have to add it to my Amazon wish list. I should make a public Amazon wish list as well. Have people buy me stuff. Read a book about a night. There we go. Oh, this fence is done. Nice. Heck yeah. Should make a throne list. I know you have one. Let people buy me some stuff. It'll keep you anonymous. Oh, does it just, like, keep your address and stuff private? I should check that out. That sounds cool. 4 ads. They should be really short if there are 4 of them. So I think I have it set to only 30 seconds. Gotcha. Well, my full name at least. Everybody knows that my name is Drew. Alrighty. Rockin' and rollin', baby. We are rockin' and rollin'. Yo, Muncher, thank you so much for the sub. Appreciate you. Yeah, I think I have it set to a minute of ads every hour, which I didn't think was really bad, and I think that's like what Twitch recommends. So yeah, even people that aren't subbed should only see 1 full minute of ads every hour, which I think is, you get 30 seconds every 30 minutes. Oh, Bride, it was a gift sub. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Muncher, enjoy the no ads. And I can understand too, like, when you're watching a streamer and, you know, ads pop up, you know, I'm not sure if you have control over, like, the types of ads that are shown in terms of, like, the little, because I know there's one that kind of minimizes your screen just a skosh and just pops up, but then there are also, like, the rolled ads, obviously. This platform is really... Oh, oh, whoa! I just went inside the ride. There we go. All right, platform. We gotta be close here. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Now, does that do it for the outside stuff? Oh, Muncher. Well, Bride is one of the kindest people that I know, so. Now, should I? Let's do the super long one. We'll do the super long one, and then we'll... try and get as much from this angle as we can. And it's weird that that little owned plug-in thing that I have, one of the very few that actually does work on your PS5. It doesn't specify that it's a gift sub, so you have to actually look on the thing. Man, I gotta tell you, cleaning the actual... Well, I guess cleaning the actual spinning cars probably actually isn't going to be super terrible. But it's going to be all these little things. All this stuff. That's going to be something. That is going to be something. We're at 53%. But again, I feel like once we start cleaning all this stuff, we're just going to see that percentage just fly up. And it's going to be wonderful. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Let's slow it down a little bit. The center support is what that's called. And it's very dirty. Very dirty. It's rusted is what it is. Yeah. A-frame support. So that is separate. Okay. Get this side while we're here as much as we can, and then we're gonna have to change angles on this situation. Oh yeah, they actually did that. I don't know if you ever watched The West Wing, but they actually did that in one of those episodes, which was pretty cool. Yeah, they spend like a week doing it and they are absolutely gorgeous. And then they just wipe it away. It's wonderful. Yeah, no sweat. Need to try not to have this thing get in the way here. You love The West Wing? I watched it for the first time, I think maybe during lockdown. It was so good. I'm a big Aaron Sorkin fan. Okay. Got distracted. Oh, it's so good. Really? That's interesting. That's very interesting. Well, I would imagine so, especially if people take a lot of time to, like, create some stuff. Yeah, this is a better angle to get this. Yeah, I was telling Bride offline that I've been... Oh, I just went inside it again. I've been playing a Final Fantasy rhythm game called Theater Rhythm. And it's my new obsession. It's so good. Yeah, Muncher, I'm not sure if you're into rhythm games or Final Fantasy games. But if you are into either, then you should check that game out. Oh, hey. Hey, nice. So I guess the A-frame counts as one thing? Maybe not. What, the Theater Rhythm game? It's so good. Who knows, maybe I'll buy it for you. Honestly, it comes with like 350 songs. And then they're gonna start coming out with DLC. So like, it's just so good. Yeah, Bride, I actually have the same question. I've seen pictures of your dogs, but I don't know what the breeds. I'm sure he wouldn't mind. Ah, the green rust is just wonderful. It's like the Statue of Liberty up in here. Shout out to France for the Statue of Liberty. And a mini pinscher. Cute. Look at you two, twinning. Howie and Diva. New job available. Caldera City Transportation Network offers exciting pressure washer opportunity. It's an emerging infrastructational? Is that what that said? Holy moly. Ferris wheel may have surpassed my Helter Skelter as the tallest ride at Wengerloof Carnival, but can it cycle through 12 customers a minute? I don't know. Quite possibly. That's still pretty old for a pup, though. Xena the warrior pup. I love that. I was gonna ask if you named Diva, you know, before or after you knew their personality. I feel like I know where this is going. Yep. I had a feeling. Her old name was Ziva. I like both of those names. Why do I feel like... Yeah, these are kind of a nightmare to get because of the spinning. I guess I could turn it off, right? Could I turn it off? I can turn it off. And I already got the trophy for this level, so it doesn't matter that I turned it off. Ubus. Interesting. Oh, and this is gonna make this so much easier to do. There's so many little parts of this, though. I will say, why are these still so dirty, though? Oh, because all this stuff. No wonder. Pop, yeah, there we go. And that A-frame still has some stuff somewhere. But where? For real, though. It's like down here. Yep. Alrighty. And what I can start doing too is I can start like cleaning this, clean as much as I can around like one of these things, and then turn it on until the next one gets there, and then do the same. Something's dinging. Something's dinging. Yeah, I mean, the fact that I can turn it off. Yeah, no sweat. Let's get the extendo. Now the real question is, how am I going to get to the top of those? Oh, well, when you talk about the pups, I mean, you have to, right? You have to. I'd give my kitty a kiss, but she's retreated to the bedroom. She wanted to scream at the beginning of the stream. And now she's over it. And we'll do like these sections too, while it's stopped. Cats don't like you? Now, do you like cats though? Because if you don't like cats, that's why they don't like you. They can tell. Talk about divas. I love cats. I've always loved cats. But they can be divas for sure. Yeah, we're just gonna do the up. Give the old up down. Nice. It could have just been, you know, it could have been the cat. There are a lot of reasons why that could have happened. And some cats are very antisocial. Yeah, and like sometimes cats just don't want to be messed with at all, like at all. And if that's the case, it doesn't matter how friendly you're being. Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. But also some cats, like, you don't know if the cat was, like, previously a wild cat that was rescued. That affects their personality a ton. There are kind of a lot of things that go into it. You were allergic to cats? It's funny, I had a cousin who was allergic to cats, and then he came over to my apartment one day, and I totally forgot that he was allergic to cats. And my cat went right up to him, and he just started petting her, and he was just fine. Like, out of nowhere, he just wasn't allergic to cats anymore. And Bride, I don't know if you told me how you got your cat. Oh, that's the good stuff. That is the good stuff. Did I... well, you might, yeah, and it's possible you just kind of had that bad experience, and... which is totally understandable. I've kind of been in love with all animals ever since I remember. Grocery shopping one day at Walmart. He was sitting on the hood? That's adorable. Oh. You're like, well, I guess you're mine now. And a kitten like that isn't going to have, like, a collar or anything, so... It's not like you had to... I'm sure you, like, checked around for an owner or something, but it was probably just a little stray cat. And little tiny kittens are still developing their personalities, so... Oh... I just love using the extendo so much. It's just so much fun to use. Because it just owns dirt from, like, so far away. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. Well, it's really hard to tell how big a cat's going to be. I mean, unless it looks like it's going to be like a Maine Coon or something. It's really hard to tell how big a cat's going to be based off of when they're a kitten. C'est la vie. My dad used to say c'est la vie all the time. But he was dating somebody who kind of spoke English and French all the time. He used to say c'est la guerre. Which meaning is escaping me. Maine Coon Bengal? Oh yeah, that's a big cat. Maine Coon Bengal is gonna be a big old cat. Well, yeah, he's probably got, because he's got that heft. He's got that heft. All right, let's get this going again. 74% after doing that, by the way. I was gonna say this pod has to be close. Really? What else could possibly be dirty on it? 22 pounds, holy moly. It's much larger than my little kitty. Layla's just a little one. But she's a medium hair, so she looks a lot bigger than she actually is. What could possibly be on this pod? Or it can't be helped. That makes sense. I wonder if I missed... Oh, you know what? I missed this portion of that last pod. Yup. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh. But... Oh. Parkour. Hardcore parkour. There we go. See, like I said, I can tell that that is French. But I most certainly don't know what it means. Hopefully it's appropriate for all audiences. Man, I can just, like, Spider-Man. Ratatouille song. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Okay, well, Muncher, I will say, though, since I don't speak French, we can keep it English from now on, though. Just because I won't be able to read it. Oh, no, it's all good. It's all good. Oh, no. Oh, no. Now I gotta do the parkour again. Yeah, but I'm wondering if I should maybe do some of this stuff from down here. We're at 76%. I mean, we're making some pretty good progress here. We are making pretty good progress, but and I also, like, immediately went against my plan. My grandfather used to have a saying about that, which I can't say on the stream. Because it is not appropriate, but it is very funny, I will say. I probably just shouldn't have said anything, because now everybody's going to want to know what it is. Brings us back to the cows conversation. I'll say that. So, I'm wondering... Yeah, as long as I get the underside of these before I get them, then I can basically get everything else. Right? Like, is there any dirt kind of anywhere right over here that I can see? Then over here a little bit. Lots of this stuff. Maybe some hydration. Good call. Good call. It won't, but I appreciate the hydrate anyway. I really do. That is when I first started streaming, that was something that was really important for me, is like to try and keep it as, you know, family friendly and pretty much just like as inclusive, because there are plenty of adults who don't like, you know, cursing and stuff like that. So I did want to be as inclusive as I possibly could be. Nice. Well, thank you, Bride. And that's the thing too, is like, and I don't really care if I have like 100 people watch me. I mean, I would love that, obviously. But, you know, if I have like one person who comes in and is like, oh, this seems pretty chill, and like, you know, this guy's kind of goofy, but I like watching, I like kind of hanging out, then I feel like I've done my job, you know? Now, did I get the tops of these already? Oh, I think I did. Well, yeah, I mean, I do my best. I have slipped. I think I've slipped twice. In all the streams that I've had, I think I've slipped twice. And I think it happened when I was playing a horror game, so I feel like that's understandable. Oh, that's so good. Oh, it's so good. Yeah, I think one slipped when I was playing Soma. But also, Soma was one of my earlier streams, too. It was a light curse. It was the type of curse that they can say, you know, they say on international television, but not on, they'll say it like on cable in America, but they'll use it just in regular television and across the pond. So it wasn't that bad. Wasn't that bad. Unlike your stream. Well, you know, Bride, but that's the type of stream that you want to have, and that's also fine. Like, I'm a firm believer in that, you know, when you have your stream, it's your stream. There are plenty of people out there who cater their stream to as many people as they possibly can, and, you know, and do stuff that they might, like, necessarily not want to do but they know it'll get a big reaction. But you run your stream how you want to run your stream. You don't think you cussed much last time? Well, Muncher, but that's another thing too, that like that streaming has helped in my actual life, is it's helped me kind of tamp down a little bit. And I also think it's funny saying things like dang and heck all the time. Cracking view of the volcano from the top of the wheel, ain't it? Oh, I didn't even know. Didn't even notice that. But yeah, saying stuff like dang and heck has just like become part of my personality now. But also, it's a little bit unique, you know? I mean, I kind of want to stand out a little bit if I can, in a positive way, so... Well, hungry, I mean, nobody, you know. If you're hangry, nobody can blame you for that. You got me to F-bomb on stream? I don't think you did. I don't think you did. Well, now I'm interested, Bride, because I don't remember that at all. Off stream. Okay, that's way different. I do cuss in my regular life. I do. I don't want people to think that I'm like super squeaky clean, but I am working on it. Off stream? I thought you said on stream. Oh, you did say off stream. Yeah, I'm not perfect. I'm by no means perfect. But I try, you know, and I feel like in this crazy life of ours, that's all you can do, right? Oh, I'm very bald. Very, very bald. Ever since I was about 19 years old, I started losing my hair. It just now clicked. There we go. I was gonna say. Yeah, I know Bride found that one funny. Oh, no, I keep... I was gonna say, I don't know how. It took so long for it to click. Yeah, I started losing my hair when I was 19 years old. But I've been told that I have a nice shaped head. So it's not that bad. My shiny cheek. Yeah, like I said at the beginning of the stream, I had I've been having some like weird lighting issues. So I definitely don't still have the manual for this thing, so I'll have to look it up some other way. I've already been streaming this one for an hour. That's wild. Alright, let's go to the next one. To the ship! Ooh. Your skin's drier than a math teacher's humor. We gotta moisturize, Muncher. Gotta moisturize. You also see me, I shower right before my streams. So I got like moisturizing lotion on and I'm have that post-shower glow. We're at 82%. I feel like this is taking forever though. We'll have to do the outside bit at some point, but we're making pretty good progress here. Pretty good progress. This is still dirty? Really? Where else? Oh, you know what? It's right here. For sure. Color are your boxers? The dog. Oh man, I'm making myself laugh over here, people. I'm making myself laugh. Yup. Ah, that's so funny. Where's front spoke? I was like, wow. Bright, I'm so glad that we're so entertaining for you tonight. Seems like you're getting a lot of laughs, a lot of chucks, a lot of chuckles. How is this still dirty? Like where? Ugh. Wait, is this is clean in here? Really? Yeah, we are making some moves here. We still have so much left, though. So much left. When I hear brindle, I think of Brundle, and when I think of Brundle, I think of Brundlefly. And that brings me back to Jeff Goldblum. Everything brings me back to Jeff Goldblum. 10 Goldblums out of 10 Goldblums. I loves me some Jeff Goldblum. Oh, come on now. Come on now. Excuse me. This... Huh. The outside is going to be like the only thing that's left once we're... This center support. Really? Can you imagine if you saw an actual power washer person like standing on a Ferris wheel like this? That's what I think that's one of the funniest things about this game. Is you can see like a power wash person just like jumping up and down and stuff. It just makes me laugh. It makes me laugh. Well, I think... There's so much that I'm not seeing in here. Right? Be amazing. Rear something. Rear spoke. Oh, but you know what? It's gonna be all this stuff, right? Okay, let's do another round. We'll get in here. Yeah, this Ferris wheel is gonna take me like 2 hours. Yes, they certainly are. They certainly are. It's funny because I have a lot of people. They're like, "Oh, you have a cat. What do you not like dogs?" I'm like, why do those things have to be mutually exclusive? I've never understood that. Like, there certainly are dog people and there are cat people, for sure. But I'm an animal person. Like, if I could own a, like, animal sanctuary or something, not a zoo. Everybody says, oh, I want to own a zoo. Give me an animal sanctuary. Oh, Mimi the Chihuahua, that's cute. My friend has a Chihuahua, Henry. He's very old. He recently had to get a whole bunch of teeth pulled, and he's very, very old, but he's my little buddy. He's my little buddy. Here, let's name it Spike. I was gonna say, we gotta be getting close on this pod. Gotta be getting close. There we go. Oh, I'm from Baltimore, Maryland. I've wanted a pit bull ever since I was real young. Pit bulls are some of the sweetest dogs. The problem is that they're very powerful. They're very strong. So when something does go wrong, it goes very wrong. But you're absolutely right. It's nurture. It's not nature. They're not naturally violent dogs. In fact, they're one of the best dogs you can have with kids, because they're very protective. There we go. Yeah, I used to live with a couple who had a baby, and they had a pit, and it was the sweetest dog. Exactly. Raven was her name. Naturally, because we were in Baltimore. Am I? Okay, let's do this. I mean, boxers are also super cute. Boxers are also super cute. We're definitely making some progress here. There we go. Oop, oop. Yeah, well, it's funny. I live in Denver, Colorado now, and pit bulls were illegal for a really long time, and it was really dumb. But it wasn't just pits. It was like pits, I think pits, Rottweilers, and maybe one other breed. So silly. Now they're legal. Now they're like legal with a permit. It's really weird. At least they're legal now, though. It's very, very silly. I thought it was very silly. Is there any, like, flashing orange over there? No, but there is some here. I think we're doing pretty well here. Trying to get as much of these like weird angles as I can. Look at this. Excuse you. Look at this dang thing now. Doing pretty well. We're doing pretty well. Oh, that stinks. You hate hearing it. You hate hearing it. So slow. So slow. Oh, yes. Wait, did I get the tops of this one? Yeah, the pod's already done. Okay, good. When you clean the metal stuff and it shines so brightly, it's probably my favorite. Probably my favorite. Yeah, we'll see how long I stream for. My plan is about 3 hours, but we'll see. If I'm like in the middle of a job or something, I might keep going. We'll see. It's been a week. I'm very glad that it's Friday. Oh, I see what you did there. I see what you did there. Quite mind numbing. Indeed. Indeed. Oh, yes. Ooh, got it. Nice. Heck yeah. And look, I'm seeing clean undercarriages here, so we're almost at the end of this one. We're almost at the end of the pods anyway. And then after we're done cleaning the actual pods themselves, then hopefully we won't have like a ton of things left, and we'll be able to narrow them down. Because I am about ready to be done with this Ferris wheel, I'll tell you what. About ready to be done. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And now we're doing alliteration. Yeah, this is what we should do. That's the angle right there. It's funny, we were talking about cats, we were talking about French earlier. There's a joke. I think it's like, why couldn't you find 1, 2, 3 cat in the bathtub? And the answer is because un deux trois cat sank! Is this little thing in the middle spinning? I don't think it is. Oh, there we go. Ooh, I see you, Dirt. I see you. It's a silly one. It's a silly one for sure. Yeah? That's what we want right here. The center bearing. See, but some of it is going to be behind the thing, right? Yeah. Maybe not. I mean, we did some work on it for sure. An empty hard taco shell? You gotta find something to put in there. We talked about so much food. I'm sure you can find something. I see you as well. And you know that I'm gonna have to get the top sides of like all of this stuff. We'll throw it in the microwave. That'll at least like soften it up and make it, give it some kind of something. Unless you enjoy it. If that's how you like it. Get a free hydrate going on. So I think I have 2 pods left. Maybe. Well, flavorless doesn't sound very fun. Unless that's what you want. Did I already get the... Yeah, because that's the clean one. Heck yeah. We're getting there, baby. Planned is a Tuesday afternoon. Hey, I've had some pretty exciting Tuesday afternoons, I won't lie to you. Won't lie to you. I think the hope is that they're not exciting. Well, depending on what you do for work, I guess. Like, if you're a bungee jumping supervisor, then you probably want work to be fun. Sad tortilla chips. Well, I was gonna say, if you have some salsa, you can break that puppy apart. I might make myself a little bit of snack nachos after my stream. We'll see. I'll either do that or a PB&J. Nice. Rear spoke. Snack nachos pretty much just means a smaller portion of nachos. Exactly. The regular nachos, just less of them. There we go. The center bearing is driving me nuts. Also, there's going to be so much of this left. I have "You Get What You Give" by New Radicals stuck in my head. I think I heard it the other day. And it's the kind of song that once you hear it, it's basically in your mind for the next few months. And I remember I actually bought that album. Like I said, I'm going to make myself some proper nachos. Potentially, we'll see. I might just do a PB&J. I feel like a... Oh! Well, that looks like a Dorito. That looks like a actual nacho cheese Dorito. Doritos, if you're listening, I am accepting sponsorships. We talked about 7-Eleven. Last time we talked about hot dogs. I talked about 7-Eleven and how I was not sponsored by 7-Eleven, but I do thoroughly enjoy 7-Eleven hot dogs. Thoroughly enjoy. We're at 98%, by the way. That snuck up on me. That for sure snuck up on me. Too tired for words? Well, go ahead and get you some sleep. I know that my stream isn't necessarily... It's a little late for East Coasters. On to the third shell. So we're at 98%. That means we have a lot of stuff left, actually. have a lot of stuff. Front spoke. That's happened to me before. Where you've had like the very basic stuff, but not everything else that you need. Oh, it's because it's dirtier than heck. No wonder we were at 98%. Have I just not been cleaning the back? Yeah, look at that. No, let's keep that. Let's get a little bit of that going. Ooh, it's like outrageously dirty. How is this still so, like, how did I miss that? She might have fallen asleep. It's entirely possible she... Oh, yeah, she's playing Harry Potter. Well, I guess technically not Harry Potter, because he wasn't born for another 100 years or whatever, right? Here we go. Interesting that still can't really reach. This backstar face, it's got to be close. I might have to run the thing again. $200? Well, like I said, I haven't played it, but yeah, there we go. I feel like the aim mode's kind of a nightmare. There we go. There we go. We're getting there. You played it enough for both of us? For sure. So, let's do... Oh, it's turning that way. Okay. We're 99%. I see you, buddy. Let's go to, like, right there. Ha ha ha! At 8, front spoke's it. And the center bearing. 1 rear spoke, so let's get the rear spoke. Yeah, it's that one. There we go. Let's grab the center bearing. That's the other one. And then just some front spokes. And then we're done skis. Almost 2 hours for the Ferris wheel. There we go. And now just the front spokes. which are 90-something% done already, so... Oh, this one too. Really? Nice. Of course they're on opposite sides. Womp womp. Anything here? Yeah, it's the song that I was talking about. It's You Get What You Give by New Radicals. There we go. Alright. Just one spoke left. So peaceful, so serene. Which one is it? There it is. It stinks that I missed it the first time around. But you know it's like the front part, right? Which one is it? There we go. Oh, and I got a trophy. Nice. 100%. Look at it. Then I finally stopped it. Oh, and you can see it like changing. Oh, that's really cool. Oh, that's really cool. The Ferris wheel is roasting. You're a legend. Just in the nick of time, too. With the rave generator blown, we've had to stick to the original one, and the classic vibe of the artwork really fits with the slower pace. Techno Ferris wheel was probably a terrible idea anyway, so I'm turning my attention to Crackers Keith, the world's first techno caterpillar roller coaster. Subway platform. $2,000. This will be good practice for the Midgard DLC. Owing to the steady reputational rise of Muckingham, Caldera City Transportation Network is excited to announce the reopening of its subway links to the vibrant town. We'd like you to deep clean the platform area ahead of the grand unveiling. Please note that whilst much of the graffiti in the facility could be said to possess artistic merit, we would like you to remove it all. Oh, I like artistic graffiti. Holy moly. Look at this dang place! Perhaps you would like some interesting statistics on our railroad systems whilst you work. I appreciate the commissioner's grammar. I do. And you know me, Mayor, or Commissioner. I like the stats. Yeah, one thing done already. Crushing it. At least with the subway platform, it's going to be pretty straightforward, which I appreciate after the Ferris wheel. Because the Ferris wheel was a lot of, like, little nitty-gritty stuff. How long are my streams usually? I usually do between 3 or 4 hours. Usually do between 3 or 4 hours, because I start at 6 p.m. my time, so if I do a full 4 hours, that takes me to 10 p.m. my time. So that's why I usually, when I first started streaming, I did like 2 to 3 hours. But now, you leave it about the 2 hour mark, yeah. And that's the thing is, like, I used to have somebody from the UK actually come in, but I would start at, like, really, really late her time. But she also has a little kid, too, so I completely understand. I really just appreciate... It's 10 right now for you? So you're on the East Coast. Yeah, like, I appreciate anybody who comes in for any amount of time. Like, even if somebody comes in and just says hi, I really appreciate it. Makes me feel like less of just a weirdo who's speaking into the void. But honestly, speaking into the void, also fun. It's all practice, right? It's all practice and it's all fun. I'm definitely the type of person who tries to find positives in everything that I do, so... Now, here's a question. Can I use the green one for this? I can, kinda. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, and that's kind of the cool thing is, like, I have a streamer that I subscribe to who streams during my workday. So he's a full-time streamer, and he streams while I'm working. And for a lot of people, that's, you know, what works, but I also work full-time during the day, so I can't really do that. Yeah, and that's cool, right? So no matter what, you can always find somebody sometime. And I think that's kind of one of the cool things about Twitch. Or YouTube or whatever you stream through. Oh, wow. Yeah, I think that's... And then you have people who are like the super pros who stream both day and night, and they'll stream like on weekends and stuff. And I think that'd be really cool. But it's going to take me a while to get there. If I get there at all. Streaming's tough. Yeah, for sure. I know one or two people like that as well. Like... And it really is just whatever you want to do. It's your personal preference. If that's what you can do, you know, if I was like bartending or something, I'd probably stream earlier in the day. Either that, or on my days off, I would stream like really late because I would already be on Vampire schedule. I thought about picking up bartending as a second job to try and save a little bit of money, or sock some money away. It is, yeah. And that's the thing is, it also depends on like what games you stream. I mean, the reason I got affiliate is because I was streaming Outer Wilds, and Outer Wilds has such an awesome community around it that like they look for people. They have Discords and all sorts of, you know, groups and stuff. They look for people who are playing it for the first time. And so I went from having like 1.2 average viewers to having like 10. Because it was just so cool. Exactly, yeah. Exactly. And sometimes that can be intimidating for some people too, right? Especially if it's like a bigger streamer. I feel like most of the streamers that I watch now are like less than 200 average viewers. Well, really less than 500 average viewers. Because sometimes it's easy to get, like, caught up and feel like you're getting lost. Hey, there you go. I started in the single digits. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, you never know. You never know. I'm not sure if you both know Miss Mika. She's the Soulsborne streamer, but she beat Elden Ring with a controller and a DDR dance pad at the same time. Like 2 instances of the game at the same time. And she went from... I think when I first started watching her, she had an average of like 800 viewers, and now she has an average of like 3,000 after getting all that. So like, it really just depends, you know, it depends. And she kind of found her thing, and it started getting picked up by news outlets and Twitter and all sorts of stuff. So you just never know. You saw her do it, I watched her do it live too. Well, who knows? Maybe you'll pick it back up someday. Man, this super power washer, very good money that I spent on this thing. You abandoned it years ago? Well, who knows? Maybe you have some people that still follow you, and if you know, jump back in, they'll be like, hey! You never know. Hey. I'm sure they'd be happy to see you. There we go. You're known as Hammy now? Well, maybe if you do have any followers for that other channel, you can just send them a whisper or something that's like, hey, here's my new channel if you want to give me a follow. How does this still have... Here we go. Jeez. The subway station is very dirty. Very dirty. Nice. And that's the thing too, right? Is like you have to... I think for me, I'll see a spike in my VOD views, like if I have a particular thing that I was promoting, or like a clip or something, or if I had a tweet that got a ton of interaction. Because as long as you make yourself discoverable, like there are multiple ways that you can find my Twitch. And all of the social media that I have all links to each other. So it's easy to find me on all platforms. And plus, if you just search Not Ideal Gaming on any platform, you should find me. It used to be that I did not show up in search like at all on YouTube and stuff. But now that I'm actually starting to get some views... Now I actually do pop up, which is encouraging. It is encouraging. Nice. It's interesting how they do the gift subs. Like I've been in streams before where I've gone like, oh, I'm gonna check this streamer out, and I've gone in there for like 5 minutes. And then a few days later, it'll be like, somebody gifted you a sub. It's like, oh, cool. I think that happens when they don't, like, specify who it's going to, though. They just kind of, like, buy a gift sub. There we go. Here we go. So, I wonder if I should... We'll see if we finish this subway tonight. This is a large subway to finish. Well, I guess it really depends on the type of content you want, right? It depends on how much interaction you have, because, I mean, lots of bigger streamers got that way because they're, like, incredibly good at certain games, or they're, like, a speedrunner or something like that. So, really, I think it kind of depends on what type of content you want, right? Let's do this long extension. Like, if you're really, really into interaction and you want the streamer to interact, like, pretty much with everything that you say, you can't really get that with somebody who has 10,000 people following them, because they just can't read all of the chat all of the time. Because they can't do that and play at the same time, right? So yeah, I think it really just kind of depends on what kind of content you're looking for. I love interacting, and I actually, the first person I ever subbed to on Twitch, I remember, I was watching them play Bloodborne, and I asked a question, and they, like, answered me directly. I was like, that's so cool. And they're actually one of the reasons why I started streaming, like, why I decided to take the leap, so. And I actually told them that, too. And the advice that they gave me for streaming was, don't do it as a career. They're like, if you start off by saying, I want to do Twitch as a career, you're probably going to have a bad time. But it also really depends on kind of like, do you have the time to dedicate to it? You know, like, have you spent time creating a brand? Have you know, there's just so much that goes into it. And I obviously could be doing much better with it. But for me, it's more of a hobby, right? Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and I'm glad to have met you too, Brian. I mean, it's one of those things where I started doing it because I just love playing video games, and I love interacting with people. I like, you know, I have Returnal, which I stream regularly, but other than that, I'm switching games all the time. And for a lot of people, like, I've gained and I've lost followers because of that. So, I mean, you know, like, I think you kind of have to have your own reasons for doing it. But don't check her backyard. This place is so outrageously dirty. Ham exists. Ham existing is reason enough for me. Honestly. This place is... No wonder this place is $2,000. I will go. I wouldn't dare, Brad. I wouldn't dare. I forgot how large this platform is. I have to do a little cutoff point. Now, can I use the green one from this far away? I can. Lovely. Lovely. See, but this platform wall, though, is going to be the whole wall. Oh, nice. This is probably, if I wanted a ding, this is probably not the right place. Oh man, and the actual, like, thing is gonna be a nightmare. Yeah, Muncher, you should definitely give Bride a follow. If you haven't already, that is. Bride, my first ever mod. The first ever mod I've ever had on Twitch. It's a big day for me. I feel like I'm really stepping up in the world. Pretty much in the big leagues now that I have a mod. Oh, nice. Sorry I missed it. I was out boogieing on Sunday. Ooh, a little stutter there. Obviously, she did. Why are we stuttering? I'm honored to have you here, Fred. Hey, Bride, you never know. There could be 42 other ham munchers out there, right? Yeah, people enjoy ham, munching on ham. Maybe, yeah, maybe it was Muncher's evil twin. There we go. Yeah, let me do these so that we at least have one nice thing to look at while we're moving around. Ah, so good. This is one mighty dirty subway platform, though. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. Like, even if you left a subway platform for a long time, it would not look like this. I mean, maybe in the Last of Us universe it would, but... Speaking of The Last of Us, how about the performances in that previous episode? Holy moly! Both Bella Ramsey and Pedro Pascal absolutely knocked it out of the park. Absolutely knocked it out of the park. And I know a lot of people are kind of like complaining that the show's different from the games. It's like, good! I want it to be different than the games. Oh, it's so good. Are you all seeing this, like, stuttering, by the way? I feel like it's stuttering every now and then. It's freaking me out. Yeah, the show makes some changes. The show makes some changes, but I've liked all of them. I've liked every change that they've made. And if you've played the games, you should like the show. I think. I love the show. But also, like I was saying, I mean, the games exist. So, just a tiny bit? Okay, good. The games exist. So, like, if you don't like the show, then you can be like, okay, well, I prefer the games, and that's fine. But Neil Druckmann, the creator of the show, or of the game, is part of the show. So, like, you know that his vision is part of it, you know? Like, really? There we go. I love the show. I think it's great. So what? Highly recommend. And one of the episodes, without flinching even a little bit, I would say is one of the best television episodes of anything I have ever seen. That's what they, yeah. I mean, that's what they think. It hasn't been explicitly said. Like, Joel has, you know, talked about it. But also, you kind of never know, right? But I love the show. It's so good. Oh, yeah. I think I have a thing that automatically deletes links. Because when you have less than, like, 10 average viewers, you get bots that come in and spam links. Feel free to whisper it to me, though. And if it's related to the show, I've probably seen it. I'm one of those people that, like, devours show content when I'm really loving a show. So I watch all, like, the behind-the-scenes stuff, and this stuttering is freaking me out. It's happened once or twice. This is wild. I'm wondering if it's this level specifically because it's such a huge level. And it has to keep track of so much stuff. Come on, wall. There we go. Alright, we're making some progress here. We're making some progress. I just hope that it's not the PS5 like overheating or anything, because I do have an extra fan on there too. I doubt it would be, because the stream would probably cut out. And it looks like my bitrate's still good. Yeah. This pillar's got to be close, right? Is it standing? No. And that was also debunked. Oh, probably not. I'm already at 2 hours. And I mean, if the stuttering gets worse, then I might call it early so that I can, like, check, play another game and make sure it's not getting all screwy. I'll probably go to 3 hours. Which will be most of the platform. We're only at 15%. Yeah, no, I have mine, I have a media center, and I have it horizontal in the media center, but I also have a fan that points out from the media center so that the air circulates really well, and any hot air from inside that little cubby gets spit out, so it shouldn't be overheating. Because especially when I'm streaming, that's pretty much the only time I have that fan on. Because I know that the PS5 is like doing a lot. Sometimes if I know I'm going to be playing something for a while, I'll turn the fan on too. But it also already has an internal fan. So like, it really shouldn't be overheating. But I think this is the largest level that we've done, so I think that's what it is. I think it's just having trouble keeping track of everything. I mean, maybe. I don't know. I honestly don't know. But it's pretty it's noticeable for me. I'm glad it's not as noticeable for you all. It's pretty noticeable. Well, Muncher, yeah, if you gotta go, I know it's late over there. Feel free to hop off. And again, I appreciate you hanging out. We all learned a lot about each other. You need dog hugs? Oh, for sure. I don't blame you for that at all. Not one bit. Okay. Yeah, my next stream will be on Monday. Be doing some Returnal. Hello. And then I might keep going with PowerWash Simulator next week. Since we got the Midgard pack coming out next Thursday. So we'll be cleaning some Final Fantasy VII stuff. Which I'm very excited about. Man, look how... And also, this is, you know, you might not think this is a pretty graphically heavy game, but, like, look at that. It's like Ray Trace City. Jump City! I mean, this thing has got to be close. Really? Really? Where, like... I'm stumped. What could possibly still be dirty on this? Oh, you know what? It's the top. Mm-hmm. Classic Drew for sure. But it's the top, that's what it is. Okay, let's, where's the dang... Here it is. Whoa. That was a bad one. Ha ha ha! Man, this stuttering's freaking me out. It's freaking me out. Where's the other screen? There it is. So let's do that while we're over here. You're turning violet, Violet! Now there's a movie I haven't seen. You're in a battle arena? Now, Bride, are you doing the like... Isn't there a whole, animal collecting deal in there, too? I think I heard. A Fantastic Beast collection thing, as it were. We got a kitty coming out. He said, Dad, I got a lot to say over here. Seems she's more hungry than wanting of love. Catch and breed beasts! Casper Peril on the subway. If only, right? But the whole fun of this is that you have to do it by hand. You have to go one by one. Am I done with all the lights? Did I get them all? Nope. Sure didn't. Waves of... one thing I do find kind of silly in Hogwarts Legacy is the fact that you have a dodge roll. I think that's very silly. I think that's very silly that you have a dodge roll in a wizard game. I mean, it makes sense because it's a video game, but I just think it's very silly looking. The stuttering is worrisome. It's worrisome. Oh, yes. And you know what? Let's get the extendo going. There we go. I feel like lots of times they catch flashing lights for people who are sensitive to epilepsy. Normally they catch that in the review period. Normally. And developers are getting a lot better with that now. Like, I know in Cyberpunk, they patched that out. But what's wild is, like, they patterned the lights off of something that they knew gave epileptic seizures. So that's just, like, kind of a boneheaded decision from the beginning that they could have saved themselves work of not having to patch it out by just not doing that in the first place. There we go. One more. This is how I roll. I like to get a couple of dings on a lot of the smaller things. And then that way... Oh, you know what I didn't do? Okay, it's getting really stuttery for me now. It's freaking me out. We'll stand on this side and do all of it. Then we'll do the other side. There we go. There we go. Okay. What's wild is that's how much stuff is still dirty. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Trying to get behind here as much as we can. See, with the extendo, it just melts all the dirt. Muncher, thank you so much for hanging out. Always appreciate you being here. Hope you get some rest. I'll see you next time. I think Bride is still fighting Dark Wizards. I'm sure she would say good night as well. But we finally got to 20%. Jeez. Hi there. I would ask if you would clean my caravan, but I already know what your answer is. Caravan. Nice. Caldera City subway system was built using over 16 million bricks. That's a lot of bricks. Nice. If you were to pile them on up top to tail, they would extend a staggering 2,137 miles into the Earth's atmosphere. Holy moly. It's only a tantalizing 236,718 miles short of the moon's surface. Staggering. There we go. There we go. Making moves. Gotta be getting close on this one. Wait, why is it still so dirty? Did I miss like a bunch of stuff? Real though, why is there so much dirt left? Ah. There we go. So around the bench. We'll do this to like show that the bench is done. It's so shiny. Yeah, maybe when we get a bunch of the dirt off, some of the stuttering will stop. Hopefully. Yeah, I feel like my lighting looks super weird. Can I like turn it? Maybe that's a little bit better. It's a little bit better. It's driving me wild. It's driving me wild. That was intense. Those dark wizards, they gotta be dealt with. Now, I think you said you can choose to be a dark wizard in the game, right? Like, you can kind of choose your path. I think it'd be interesting to do multiple playthroughs. Because I think it'd be interesting to see how the story differs. Or if it does differ. I don't know, I haven't played it. Ooh. Tiled mosaic floor is its own thing here. Interesting. You have to do 4 playthroughs. Oh, that checks out. That makes sense. Yeah, but is the quest the same if you're a good wizard or a dark wizard? Dear stuttering, can we chill? Yay. Still, even though I'm cleaning these like large swaths of stuff, I'm still only at 21%. I'm sure when I do like these big floor sections, that'll change. But, you know what, we're gonna switch to the yellow so that we only have to do this once. Because look at that. Those look like kitty paw prints. So are you on your, but you're on your second playthrough, right? I'm assuming you did a good wizard for your first playthrough. Oh, it's so good. Metal platform floor. I'm not seeing it. You're still in your first, really? I could have sworn you had already beaten it once. Haven't seen the ending yet. Well, not yet. Not yet. There we go. Dark Wizard on your first playthrough. Look at you. Oh, I have to do these benches now. Oh, for sure. Yeah, once you get kind of the main story and side quests and stuff, you can always just power through the other ones, right? But also, you don't have to power through anything. I feel like you're going to put hundreds of hours into that game. Potentially. Oh, this is the purple section. We're almost at a quarter of the way done. We've been playing this for like an hour. The stuttering, it's killing me. Absolutely killing me. But you know, if you find a game like that, that's awesome. If you find a game that you really connect with and that you love and is giving you a good experience, then that's great. And everyone has their own games, right? Nice. You know, some people have comfort food, some people have comfort games. Yeah, there's a whole lot of shiny in this level. Whole lot of shiny. Feels like Skyrim. Well, there you go. And I think, you know, that speaks a lot to the feeling that games can give you. And I love that. It's one of the reasons why video games are one of my favorite mediums. And I was a film major in school. But video games are still probably my favorite medium. And I think, especially when it comes to horror experiences, I was having this conversation with my dad because he was trying to, you know, my dad understood that my brother and I really were into video games, but it just was kind of never his bag growing up, which is totally fine. But he wanted to, you know, much like me, my dad loves hearing people who are passionate about stuff talk about what they're passionate about and why they're passionate about it. And when it comes to video games, I'm obviously passionate about it. And I said the easiest way for me to describe the difference between, like, let's take a horror movie and a horror game. I think it is much tougher to scare you in a video game. Well, really, it's easier and it's harder. Because a big difference between movies and video games is a movie can jump out and say boo and scare you or startle you. But for a video game, not only does something jump out and say boo, but then you have to react. You have to do something. You know, like, because you are controlling the character. So I think that's one of the big differences. And I love that about video games. I love how interactive it is. The storytelling possibilities are so great. Come on, bench. Well, but I think it's because you have to react, right? Like, it's because you have to react. So if you know you're going to a scary part, you're like, oh, I know something's going to be there and I'm going to have to do something. Or I'm going to have to run away. Or I'm going to have to stock up on items or something. You know, like, there's so many more decisions that go into it. These benches right now. There we go. There we go. So let's start with that angle then. Get underneath. It's wild that this stuttering did not happen at all in any other level. And in this one, it's like almost constant. It's wild. Nice. Nice. Heck yeah. Probably a glitch. Maybe. Maybe. I mean, like I said, this is a busy area. There's a whole lot graphically going on in this area, so I wouldn't be surprised if it's just, you know, kind of hitching a little bit, but you never know. Bride, when you played this, did you play on PlayStation? Or did you play on PC? Or Xbox? Mucking them. Nice. Gotcha. I was so excited when it came out for PlayStation. So excited. Because I'd heard so many people talk about how amazing it was. And I agree. I certainly agree. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get on top of this thing. Yep. Let's give it the old run and jump. Someone did, it was probably your internet boyfriend. I'm excited to try co-op at some point. I will say that, like, I usually do try to play games once all the way through by myself. Not that this is like a challenge mode kind of super challenging game kind of deal, but I like to get one full playthrough. turn on the auto. Or at least the first time I play a level. This could be a fun co-op one to like see who can clean. You like put a line straight down the middle in the subway so you can clean faster. Or like give each other a time limit. Be like, okay, we have 1 hour. Who can clean the most stuff in an hour? I feel like you'd have to have some type of outside judge for that, though. Oh, for sure. Well, I'm sure you're lovely to play games with. All of this, and we're still only at 26%. This is wild. This is absolutely bonkers bajonkers. Yeesh. Because if I can get this tile floor done, that'll make me feel pretty good. Can we chill with the stuttering? Can we chill? Can we chill with my posture right now? Goodness gracious. You get pretty competitive? Well, I mean, it's a big area. It is a huge area. And like I said, I'm hoping once we get to maybe like 50%, maybe the stuttering will slow down, because it'll have less dirt to keep track of. Because I imagine in an area like this, that's a lot of little stuff to keep track of. Probably taking up a lot of processing power. Man, this whole floor is one tile floor. It better pop some serious cash for me. Tell you what. A lot of little kitty paw prints down here, not surprisingly. Is it the mayor's cat? Is it the cats that they said were like being eaten or whatever? I think they were talking about that when I was cleaning the kitty monster truck. Which was a hilarious thing. The writing in this game is just way too good. It's better than it needs to be, I'll say that. Come on, pop. There we go. Whew. That was intense. It's like a circus fire. You know what? Let's do the yellow part. Let's do the yellow part. You know what we'll do? We'll do like... Killing me. Man, I need to order my new couch like tomorrow. Oh look, it's actually getting that whole thing? Or most of it? Oh, it is kind of leaving a fair amount. But you know, we'll give it a once over. We'll give it a once over. Because it's getting the main part that we want. So, Bride, did you watch the State of Play today? It was focused mainly on PSVR 2 and Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. Oh, this is so good. It's so good. Nice. That's what I'm talking about. This middle section's starting to look respectable. Yeah, they're like. I think the Baldur's Gate game looked pretty good, but not necessarily something I would buy. Yeah, there wasn't anything like super, I have to get this day one in it. Not for me either. Man, I watched it on Twitch. I had to turn the chat off after like 2 minutes. It was just a nightmare. What I'm trying to do is get like one whole side done. Yeah, I was speaking with my brother earlier today. We were comparing theater rhythm stories. And, where was I going with that? What were we talking about? Oh, I think we might have been talking about PSVR 2. And he said that he really wants to play Resident Evil Village on PSVR 2. Was what foul? I think I distracted myself. Which again is classic Drew. Ooh, come on now. Oh. It was just mainly people who they were only saying negative things about every single game. Like, pretty much nobody had anything positive to say. And I'm like, what? You know, and you know that those are the types of people who came in there specifically not to have a good time. And that just blows my mind. It's like somebody might be excited about this game just because you know, don't like anything. Doesn't mean you have to constantly spread that negativity to others. And I will say, you know, there is such thing as toxic positivity as well. But I'd like to think that I you know, me being the type of person who tries to find good in most things, I don't see that as a bad thing. You know, I don't think everything is perfect. I really don't. And, you know, my life is not perfect, but I try to find the good in you know, where I can find it. And I think that's given me a happier life because of it. But to each their own, you know? To each their own. Oh, for sure. Yeah, and again, some people also just want to be, like, they feel like because they're miserable, they need other people to be miserable too. And I think that's just a shame. Like, that really stinks. And also, more people are struggling with stuff then, you know, they let on as well. Like, I struggle with stuff, for sure. I try to stay positive, but I'm not positive 100% of the time. But, you know, I do my best to support others and try to take care of myself as much as I can. Yeah, like, why not try to help each other out rather than bring each other down? This makes more sense. There we go. Oh, for sure. But also, you know, I've gotten in trouble before with people who... Because the way that I try to, you know... I share my own experience a lot when I'm talking with people, and I had a friend who is now not my friend anymore. But he thought that me sharing my own experience, he's like, you have to make everything about you. And I'm like, well, I'm not trying to make this about me. I'm trying to, you know, relate to you with the experience that I've had. And I wasn't comparing my experience to his. But it was more of like a, oh, you know, when this thing happened to me, here's how I tried to deal with it, and here's how I got past it. But again, you know, everyone has their own stuff that they're doing. And you also can't help everybody. I learned that the hard way. Well, I think it also depends on how you do it, right? Like, if you're saying, oh, that's what happened to you, like, it can't seem like you're trying to one-up the person. Because that's not good. One-upping is not good, but I need to figure out what's going on with this light. It's, like, freaking me out. I do look very pink. But also, if I turn this off, I would look like this. So, maybe it's because it's a little closer? I don't even know. I think somehow the color temperature changed. Because I think this is a very bright white light right now. And if I could soften it up a little bit. Just blushing? Oh, yeah. You got me all flustered, Brad. Whew, man. This place is so incredibly dirty. I think what I might do is I might finish the rest of this ceiling and then stop for the night. Because the stuttering's driving me crazy. And I don't know if it's the white light or just the fact that I've been staring at screens all day, but my head is starting to hurt as well. So, yeah, I'm going to finish these ceiling sections, then I'm probably going to stop for the night. But Bride, that means you made it all the way through a stream. These little lights are a thing too? Man. No wonder they give you the ladder for this. Interesting. Yeah, the stuttering's also driving me nuts. mean, it totally makes sense that those lights would be a thing too, but I thought since these were... Those are separate? Oh, what a nightmare! Oh, that's funny. Yeah. It's fine. 'Cause we're almost done. Well, we're almost done for the night anyway. It's wild that I've been working on this for over an hour, and I'm only at 34%. That is bonkers. I mean almost done for the night. Or almost done this section, rather. And who knows, maybe I'll like reset the game and I'll come back next Wednesday and there won't be any stuttering at all. You never know. The world may never know. Come on now. You can do it. We only have like 20 minutes left. Of course, right when I say that, it starts stuttering again. There we go. Yeah, when I'm downloading my VOD and uploading it to YouTube, I'll play some theater rhythm songs. Try not to have it keep me up until midnight like it did last night. Super, super classic Drew. I just couldn't stop. Whoa. Time travel. Now we're officially time traveling with the stuttering. Stuttering, stuttering, stuttering. Is that it? I do believe so. Alright, so we did the ceiling. We did the tiles, we did the benches. And we're right at 3 hours. I think, yeah. And what I can do now is I can take you. Not have it stutter. Jeez, chill. Cause look, it's both of our times, bride. Stayed up a whole extra hour. Well, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Let's look at what we've done here. We'll have this. Where I can do my sign off with my extremely white light and try and figure out what the heck is going on with this dang thing. Anyway, Brad, thank you for hanging out. Everyone else who has been hanging out, or if you're watching this after the fact, thank you so much. This was an unexpected treat because I thought I'd be playing Transistor. Beautiful stutter. I thought I'd be playing Transistor again today, but we jumped back into PowerWash Simulator, and we'll be playing again next week. With we'll pick back up with the subway on Wednesday. Maybe jump into that caravan or whatever it is, and then we're doing the Midgard pack on Thursday because it comes out. Because I believe Thursday is the 2nd, so we'll be doing that. But again, thank you so much for hanging out. I'm gonna go play some more Theater Rhythm. But my stream schedule next week, I believe, is going to be Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. If that does change, I will put that on Twitter, so make sure you are following me on Twitter. But again, thank you so much. Is that 3 times? Thank you so much. 3 times. Thank you so much. But make sure you do love yourself, love those around you, and I will see you next time.